Hopefully they can see what's going on. Okay, so we're going to find the change in the y's. We notice that that pattern is +3, and that goes here with the slope. All these things will be in the form of y equals mx plus b, and we determined that the zero term of the y-intercept was -1. That's how we got our answer. Second example, let's see what you guys can do. All right, so how much is the change? ¿Cuánto?
10 plus 2.
What's happening? It is. The pattern number is +10 each time. And so we know that our equations are always going to be in the form of that pattern number, which is going to be plus or minus that number, whatever the change is, x, and then the y-intercept. That's your slope, and then we got to find the y-intercept. So we already know we're at y equals 10x. Then we need to find our y-intercept. What's y-intercept? You can find it right here. It's a -3, and we're good to go. What do you guys think? Not too bad? All right, let's do the next one here real quick. They'll get just a little bit trickier in a minute. All right, we'll just go collectively as a class. What's the change in y value here?
+4.
It's going up by 4. If you struggle with the negatives, you can see that 3 and 4 make 7, and 7 and 4 make 11. So we do get 4x. And what's the y-intercept? -5. It's right there, -5, and then we are done. All right, fabulous. Okay, slightly more difficult, little wrinkle, right here. See what you can figure. But we did something like this yesterday. The difference here is we don't have a y-intercept, but we can still easily find the change in y. Who knows what the change in y is? I hear a lot of mumbled responses there.
Oh,
How do you get from 1 to 4 to 7?
3.
Even if you don't know the negatives, it's all +3, guys. I could write a 3. Okay, so we know it's, okay. Please note, when you turn in this assignment for this section, it doesn't have the y equals. In the previous one, it already had the y. You have to type in y equals or you will not get the credit. All right, so the y-intercept, we've got to go 4, 3, 2, 1. We got to work back to 0 and then figure out what this is. So if it's going +3 this way, that way is -3. So -2 minus 3, -5. Oops. -5. Do you want the next couple? There's 2 more. I'm just saying, if you want to do the next 2, you can.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody got this one?
Yeah.
Give them a minute. Do it now.
When he said they're about to take a quiz, right? Is that what
Well, the
you're saying?
judgment assignment will be a quiz.
Okay, so pay attention when it asks for the answer because it's wanting you to write the equation. If it already has the y equals in next to the answer outside of the box, don't type it in. If it doesn't have it, then you must type it in or you're going to miss it because some of them were not listening when you said that. So just thought I'd re-emphasize that. So now they heard it twice. So be careful. All right, remember, y equals mx plus b is what you're after. You only need 2 numbers. You're always going to put the y You're always going to put the equal, and you're always going to put the x for these problems. So you're looking for two numbers. The m is your slope. That's your pattern. What's happening as I go from each one? Plus 2. So that's what goes in the front block space that you need. Is there a zero term?
Yes.
There is a zero there, but it is at the y-intercept. Is it where x is 0 and you're finding the y-intercept? So that was kind of what he meant when he said it was a trick question. There is a 0 here, but it's not where you need it to be. You need the stage to be 0. You need a 0 here, and it's not there. So you do have to find it. So if you're plussing 2 to go forward, you minus 2 to go backwards. So what would my y-intercept be? -2. Perfect. Okay.
If you get stuck with the negatives and you're going to have a calculator, you will want to use the take a y value and then subtract it from the previous y value. So if you're struggling to get the correct change in y or slope value, so let's say I take this last one. Which one is before it? The -6. So to make sure you get the right number, if you're using your calculator, you would take one of those values and then subtract the previous one. So I'd have -7 minus -6.
And that will give you the pattern. Okay? So, based on what he just said, what did y'all get for the pattern? Oh, I'm not very good with
I
this.
think it was your shirt or something made it seem like it was a
I bet that's what it was.
palm or something.
Yeah. What's happening here? Everybody good with that? So that's my pattern. Do I have to put a 1 there? Do you have them just go ahead and do it just for the sake of being able to recognize it?
I'm okay with both.
Yeah, me too. Okay, good. What I was saying is, often if there's a 1 in front of a variable, you drop the 1 and it's assumed to be there. But he and I both just said, we're okay with either one.
-1x or just -x. It means the same thing.
Can't throw away the negative sign, but you can throw away the 1. All right, so what are we missing? Do we have the y-intercept? No. Given? We have to go backwards. So if I'm minusing 1 going backwards, what do I do going forward?
+1.
Uh-oh.
We got like 3 different answers.
If you go backwards, you add 1 to that.
If we're minusing 1 going forwards, you plus 1 to go backwards a step. And what is -4 plus 1? Okay. And then that's your y-intercept.